welcome to another jewelry making video brought to you by KeepsakeCrafts.net. Today I'm going to show you how you can twist wire to make your own frames for a pair of earrings. So here are the materials you'll need today. I've already made one earring, so you just double these supplies to make two for yourself. You'll need a 10-inch piece each of 20 and 24 gauge dead soft sterling silver filled wire. You'll also need some little 3mm pearls, 10 or so for each earring, a 6mm sterling silver plated jump ring, a 6x10mm teardrop bead, top drilled, although you could use one up to 15mm long, and an ear wire. For tools you'll need chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, wire cutters, and a pair of vice grips, plus two 1-inch pieces of popsicle stick, and you'll need an oval mandrel. So now we're going to twist our 20 gauge wire. The first thing you want to do is put your ends together and then just fold it in half, leaving a soft loop at the middle. Place those two wire ends over one of your 1-inch pieces of popsicle stick, and then place the other piece of wooden popsicle stick over that so that the wires are sandwiched in between. That will ensure that the end inch doesn't get twisted and also protect your wires from being marred. Then go ahead and place these pieces in the jaws of the vice grips. Make sure they're nice and tight. And now place your round nose pliers in that loop and just twist your vice grips. And I twisted about 30 times. And now you have your twisted wire. Next, bend up that loop right there. This will help you hold it. And we're going to place that on our oval mandrel. And just hold that loop right at one point or short end of the oval. And then wrap your wire around. Separate out one of those 1-inch ends and hook it around that loop. And then you can slide that off your mandrel and use chain nose pliers to finish wrapping that end around this loop. And then center that big loop over your frame. Now I don't really want an oval shape here, I want a teardrop shape, so I'm just going to use my fingers to kind of straighten those sides. And now the final step on this frame is I'm going to grasp that remaining wire with chain nose pliers and give it a 90-degree bend. Grasp that end with my round nose pliers and make a loop. And then you can bend that down inside the wire frame. And you can take a little time and just shape it so everything is hanging nicely and straight. Next, take your jump ring, open it up, slide on your teardrop, and also slide that through the loop hanging down on your earring frame. Close it up. And then what I like to do whenever I'm putting a teardrop on a jump ring is I'll work the jump ring around so that the split is inside the bead. And there it is, all attached. Now you could stop here, or you could go on to the next step, which requires the 10-inch piece of 24 gauge wire. And you're just going to wrap this not quite at the center bottom of your frame. And just give it 2 or 3 wraps to secure it. And then we're going to start sliding on our little beads. And you just want to decide which side is the front of your frame. And then use your thumb to hold your bead at the front while you wrap the wire around and through the frame. Add another bead. And repeat, holding it towards the front, wrap the wire around. And continue till you've done 4 beads or gone back about to the same spot on the other side of the frame. And once you've gotten to the other side, go ahead and do an extra wrap just to secure everything. Now slide on another bead and work back in the opposite direction. And you can just wrap the wire between the beads you've already added. Sorry, this keeps flinging out of the frame. The wire's kind of springy. And you can keep going with this using as many or as few beads as you like. I'm going to do a few more just to have a nice cluster. And then once you've added all the beads you want, you can take your wire and just kind of make some wraps over and around the pearls. And it just adds a lot of interest. I'm going to patina this piece with liver of sulfur, so the silver wire will be dark in the crevices, and then I'll polish it up at the high points, and that'll be a nice contrast against the pearls. So when you come to the end of your wire, you may need to trim it off or tuck it in if it's on a convenient spot for tucking. And the final thing to do is open your ear wire. Make sure your earring is facing the right way. Pop it on. And you're done. A very interesting pair of earrings with frames that you made yourself. So here's another look at the earrings we made today. It's a lot of fun making your own components for your jewelry so they can be exactly the sizes, shapes, and materials you want. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel so you see more like it and don't miss anything. Also, please check out my blog, keepsakecrafts.net. Up on the screen are 2 more videos you may enjoy watching. So happy creating. Bye-bye.